Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do, it's me love, everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly, can't deny. I got a crush on you, that's true indeed. I'm digging you, you make me believe. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. Oh yeah, your love is one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away from these beach views and then every day. All I wanna hear is when every single we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think I wish away. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you. I don't wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around, around, come through, I think I need you here. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My diagram, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away from cheese beach views on a night day. All I wanna hear is an visions how we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. I wish away. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right
hear me? I hope that the audio is okay. Let me know if I need to lower anything. Yeah, how are you guys doing this morning? We are going to do our, I guess, comeback art stream. I know it's been a while since I've done an art stream. We do have a special guest over here, Murray. He's just chilling. The puppers. He's probably gonna ask me to take him out. He does not like that much noise, so if he goes to the door, I'm gonna have to let him out. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm so excited. I got my coffee. I got the art supplies in front of me. I hopefully have everything set up. You know, we never know how these things go. You know what I'm saying? It's always a hit or miss. You guys can hear me? Jay actually came over the other day and fixed everything. Kind of. I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited just because I haven't done an art stream in a while. I did want to give a huge shout out to Square Enix and the team at NieR Replicant. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video and collaborating with me. That was literally the coolest thing. And I know Murray, I think Murray wants to go out. Let me see what he's gonna tell me to take him out. Hi baby. Did you want to go out? You want to go out? Okay. We're gonna let him out because he wants to go get his catch his Z's, I guess, or dig holes. I'm not entirely sure what he plans on doing. But I know what we are doing, and we are going to be streaming and making art at the same time. Dude, I'm telling you, he has a mind of his own. He will tell you exactly what he needs, which is really funny because like he is very vocal. I don't know if you guys have a dog, let me know in chat if you guys have a puppers or maybe a fur baby, but he is very vocal. I kid you not. Like if I'm working really late on my bed with the iPad and I'm too loud because I'm playing like, I don't know, Netflix or something in the background, he will get up, grunt, he'll go, ugh, and then walk out. I kid you, it's the craziest thing. So it's insane. Temp, no worries. If you are going to school, to work, you got stuff to do today, I appreciate you guys coming in here even for a second, just to say hi. I really do appreciate it. And it's a Friday. So, dude, if you got stuff to do, you guys got stuff to do. It's a Friday. So, I, again, appreciate you just coming in here. Daniel Davis, hats off to Square Enix. Absolutely. The team was so amazing to work with. It was awesome. Like, this, I think this is the first, like, official collaboration with Square Enix. And it was just really cool, to work with a childhood company. I mean, dude, I grew up with Final Fantasy, and the fact that I get to, again, work with such an amazing company, I am like smiling from ear to ear. I could go on and on about how cool it is. And it's really all because of you guys, all of your support, especially on Twitter with the NieR Replicant Lunar Tier. It was like speechless, absolutely speechless. Today is October 1st. I'm really excited for October, guys. Let me know if you guys plan on dressing up for Halloween. It's a very busy month for me. I have a wedding to go to on the 15th, and then I am doing a charity event for Red Cross at the HyperX with Vegas Inferno on the 16th, which is the day after. So it's very busy. JP, thank you so much. This is actually given to me by one of you guys. Thank you. I like to wear all of the stuff you guys give me. Again, this was given to me off of my Amazon wish list, so huge thank you to you guys. Y'all know how to dress me up, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, if you guys plan on making today's Lunar Tier, you guys will need some materials. I did post it. I hope you guys are ready. I hope there's someone out there making it with me. If not, I like to do these art streams because it's a really in-depth tutorial, because I get so scared every time I upload a DIY. I don't know if I'm explaining things correctly. It might be my anxiety being like, maybe they didn't understand you. Because I do that a lot. I don't know if you guys do this, but when I talk to people and I explain something, I go, what's the thing? I go, did that make any sense? I get so worried that I'm not making any sense. So, I hope you guys are making this with me today. If not, you're interested in making this, definitely follow this stream if the actual DIY tutorial on my YouTube channel isn't cutting it. Get it? Because you're gonna cut. Actually, you know what? I didn't plan that. But the free printout sheet is on that video. It is also posted on my Pinterest. This is also posted on Twitter. So if you want to find this free printout sheet, it is on my social medias. And this is really technically all that you need, but it's not including, you know, like I'm saying, like everything else, which is, by the way, the cardstock, scissors, wire, and glue. But I said multiple times in the video that if you don't have a lot of, I guess, the stuff, you're more than welcome to use things around your home. So yeah, I think, again, there's so many ways you can tackle this DIY, which is my favorite part, because you can actually make this really, really unique and different. And yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to tackle this. So hopefully, maybe I can go over all those different ways that you guys can actually make this. We'll see. Devin, I'm waiting to make mine until I get more cardstock. Very, very cool. And I really like the fact that cardstock is an excellent way. Let me actually shout out someone, because someone made it already, and like that put a tear in my eye, because like it goes to show that, like, okay, the video was explained to a point, they were able to do it, they printed it out, just so cool. So I do want to give a huge shout out to the first person that I saw who actually made this. And they are on Twitter. And so let me try to find them, because I really want to give them a shout out, because that was really cool. And that was late last night too. So I was like, ugh, I almost freaking cried. So Alex, who's also known as Nightshade0 on Twitter, thank you so much for making the Lunar Tier. He did such an amazing job, like so freaking good. I forgot the clay. The clay is outside. Should I go get it real quick? The Adventures of Cute. Hi, hello. How are you? It's so nice to see you. I always see all your VR.ly updates. Very, very cool. Very excited for you. I know you have an event, I think, at Resorts World. The origami was so easy. Okay, well, I hope I explained things to a point. I hope they're understandable. Joel Patching, thank you so much for sponsoring. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Official Amiibro and Amigal, I'll be sending you the Discord link. And the cool thing is that I have a new DIY, hopefully coming out maybe this weekend, or maybe I should do it Monday, I don't know. Anyways, I don't care, because the most important thing I want to say is that I'm making Arceus Pokeballs, and I want to give this away to sponsors on YouTube and members or subscribers on Twitch. So I'll be giving away a ton of things for you guys, and we have a ton of boxes to open. So there's a lot going on in my life, guys. I have 2 boxes down here, one from Pokemon and one from Nintendo that I still need to unbox, that we're going to be doing that this weekend, so a lot of streams coming. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a lot of things as a thank you for your support. Let me grab the clay real quick. I can't believe I forgot the clay. Give me a second. Okay, so, you guys don't have to use air drying clay. If you guys don't have air drying clay, you can use a mixture of glue and paper towels or napkins, and you can mold it that way and then it dries hard. There's a lot of ways you can tackle this. You can use Super Sculpey, you can use a 2-part resin air drying clay. Now this clay I'm using is safe for kids. It's made by Crayola. So you literally just have to leave this on the flowers and then they will harden the next day. Very easy to use, malleable with water. Again, it's safe, and they send you a lot. So I highly recommend, if you ever have any other crafts in the future, Crayola creates an air drying clay. I had no idea. No idea. Santiago, you're gonna make it? Oh my gosh. Guys, if you make the Lunar Tier from NieR Replicant, I am going to share it everywhere. I'm gonna absolutely share it everywhere. 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘐𝑒𝑒𝑛, hey, stopping by. You got work? No problem. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, my friend. Thank you so much for saying hi regardless. Vicky, thank you so much for coming in here. Don't even worry. I appreciate you guys coming in here and just saying hi. Honestly, it makes my day. This is the best way to start a Friday. So, anyways, let me go through the materials real quick. Of course, you need the printout sheet, free from me and Square Enix. Again, this whole stream is sponsored by Square Enix. Huge thank you to Square Enix. And then, if you wanted, I don't know if you guys watched the video, but if you didn't, you actually don't have to use these if you don't like the gray shading. You can actually just use these. I have 2 printouts. You can actually use these as a template. So if you just wanted to transfer it onto better cardstock, thicker cardstock in general, by all means feel free to do so. You can even just use the gray petals, and then since it's not double-sided, so you see the green leaves are on the other side, if you wanted, you can then use this cardstock, this green cardstock, and transfer the leaves onto here. That way, the leaves will be green throughout, back or front, if that makes sense. So, I'm gonna go and make the flower using the gray, and then I'm gonna cut out the green leaves, but then I'm gonna transfer them onto the cardstock. Just because, like I said, I do want both sides to be green. So, this is what it's going to look like. So here I used the gray, and then I used the green cardstock. So both sides of the leaves are green, inside and out. So that is what we're doing. This was so much fun to make. It's so simple. It's made out of paper, which is crazy. And when Square Enix hit me up and they were interested in partnering, I was floored first off, because honored, absolutely honored. And then I was just like, well, this is really cool. So I'm just really happy that I get to do this with Square Enix. So then you'll need air drying clay, or like I said, a mixture of napkins and glue and water. You'll need scissors, of course. I got my gold scissors. These are all optional, but if you don't have these, again, you can use regular wire, you can use skewers, but please be very careful. Or you can roll up the paper, I guess, and make a stem that way. Totally up to you. Find ways to make the stems. You'll need 2 different types of wires. So these are floral wires that you can get in the flower section of any craft store. They come in 2 colors, which is green and white. You will need both because you need the stem to be green, and then you need the stigma. Is it called stigma? Is that what's called for the flower? I forgot. The stigma is white, so then you'll need white. Very, very cool. If not, again, you can just get regular wire and then paint it green. Or if you just have the white one, you can paint the white one green. That's the cool part about the white, is that you can actually paint it. So, anyways, the stamen. Thank you so much, JP. stigma. I wasn't sure. But isn't there a part of the flower that is called the stigma? Am I just tripping? Unique technique, hello. How are you? How are you? Okay, so now I am going to start off. Oh no, I didn't even explain the other things. You will need glue. I recommend using 2 types of glue, but today I'm just gonna use the paper glue. We're gonna see how that goes. But I recommend using regular glue, and if you have hot glue, because hot glue would really sustain all the wires. If you have that. I have that, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work without it, because it's, you know, I gotta plug it in and wait till it heats up and all that stuff. Anyways, another material that you need is, well, you don't need. Again, it's another option. But floral tape, which is again in the flower section. And the cool thing about this is that when you break it, it's sticky. So that's why people like to use this for fake flowers or real flowers, because it holds all the flowers together, and it's green. It matches the stem. So, okay, so all right, let's get started. So the first thing you guys want to do is, of course, print out your sheet, and then you want to cut the shapes out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and start cutting out the shapes. Here's my handy dandy scissors. I'm so excited to be doing another art stream. It's been forever, like forever since we've done this. Santiago, of course. So again, the free printout sheet is on the DIY tutorial video. I don't know if it's down below in the description. I don't think so. If not, you can go on my Twitter and then you can print it out off of Twitter too. So this is free, created by me and Enix, which is really cool. I'm so excited. So anyways, don't get the petals mixed up. So I'm gonna do the inner petals, and what I like to do when I cut stuff is actually cut them out in sections. I find it a lot easier that way. Oh, I don't want to cut the NieR Replicant logo. I feel like it's going to be cute if I just leave it here. Hold on, watch out. I'm just going to leave it here. Look how cute this is going to be. Actually, I don't even know it's going to be cute. I think it's going to be cool. You know, like that. Like that. I almost cut that off. And like that. Boom. There you go. So NieR Replicant. I'll go over here. 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 Can you guys see it? Here. This is so weird, but there, done. Anyways, so I have to cut it in sections. So as you can see, I cut out the inner petals first, and don't get them mixed up, guys. They are different. They're slightly different, and they got slightly different looks to them. So go ahead and cut these out. Again, I will be using these. And then I will be transferring the leaves onto cardstock so that they are double-sided. Or maybe I show you guys the secret technique. Should I show you guys the secret technique that I just realized that I could do? Do you guys want the secret way? So it's even cooler, so it's like legit? Let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out. Pretty tedious part, right? If you guys are following along, this can be like your meditative state right here. Just on a Friday, cutting petals. Santiago, thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate it. So I was really happy that someone made it last night. That was like, Alex, dude. Thank you so much for attempting this DIY. I did try to make it as easy as possible. I hope it wasn't too difficult. He did mention that it was pretty difficult. I don't know. I feel bad, but I like sometimes forget how hard some things can be. Since I've been doing this for a really long time, obviously it comes easy to me. But there was a time in my life where I wasn't good at arts and crafts. And that's why I say anyone can do this, because it just takes practice. Practice. Okay, so 2 petals down, 2 more to go. I think we have like 8 or 5. Wait, 5 petals? We have 5 petals to make. And then 2 leaves. And then the stem. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and cut these out. Now, I'm doing this really quickly, obviously, but I recommend that you actually try to cut all the black lining off. That way it doesn't show on the final product. But, I mean, you could let it show too. Or, I've seen people actually go back in and paint it. You can go ahead and paint the leaves if you want more of an in-depth look. Maybe add more white than the gray. I don't know. It's totally up to you. Unique technique with the scissors and the flower. Thank you. Thank you. I freaking love your commentary. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue cutting this out. So here we have the inner petals. Very, very cool. I'm going to go ahead. Boom, done. Last bit right here. And please be very careful with, you know, any of the tools that you happen to be using today that is very sharp. For example, scissors. Or if you do plan on using a hot glue gun, please be very careful. Hot glue is very extremely hot, as stated in the name. So I really, really recommend that you guys, if you aren't of age, to ask your older brother, sister, mom, or dad to help you out. Do you have any tips for anyone new to DIYs? Oh, yeah. Research, research, research. That is the key thing to getting stuff done and not to make that many mistakes. What is it called? It's preparation meets expectations. Is that what it's called? There's a really good quote that says preparation, because preparation is so important. And so preparation also includes research. So when you research it, you are less likely to make mistakes. And another thing too, which I usually put, I can't believe I didn't put it this time, but usually I put a reference picture of what we're making. But I mean, I do have the flower right here, but reference pictures as well. Yeah, it's really fun. Please, as a family, make a ton of them. They're really cute and fun to hang around, and you can hang them in your home. You can put them on the table. Really cute decoration. Like the Lunar Tier, not just as part of NieR Replicant, it's a beautiful flower overall, and you can definitely decorate this in your home. Okay, so we have these petals cut out. Now this is the tricky part that you're going to be doing throughout the entirety of this DIY, which is connecting those two parts together. But the thing is, you want to take your time because you're bending the paper into that shape. So that's why it's very important that you take your time. Wait till the glue dries in one section and then move on to the other section. So in real life, at this moment, I'm going to show you how to do that. I know in the YouTube video you can see it, but we're doing this live, guys. Okay, so we're going to take those two parts that we just cut out, and we're going to lay them out like this, because this is how the parts are going to be glued together, okay? And I have my handy dandy Elmer's glue. I'm going to go ahead and take that. And I'm going to go ahead and... Oh gosh, I dropped one. I dropped a petal. Okay, hold on. That's how you know it's live. Okay, so I just want, by the way, I just want to explain that. All the materials I'm using, I purchased. Okay, none of those are sponsored. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the edges together. So I'm going to go ahead, and I like to start at the bottom of the petal. And you can put little glue on there, or a lot, but you're going to have to wipe it off regardless, because you want the glue to dry fairly quickly. And if you have clumps of glue, it's not going to dry that quick. Oh my gosh, is my nozzle not working? Uh-oh, is it stuck? Watch all this glue end up on my... Oh no, it's not. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh, so much glue. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. I accidentally put a lot of glue, so I'm gonna go ahead and glide it on that edge. As you see, I'm gliding it on that edge, and I'm gonna use my finger and spread it out just a little bit more. So the thing is though, remember what finger you use because you don't want to touch any other pattern. So you kind of can just rub it, get the glue off of your finger before touching anything else. I want you to see that edge, guys. You see that? That is loaded with glue. So another thing that you can do is kind of remove any excess. So you have that very thin film, and you're going to grab that other side and you're going to glue it down. You're just going to glue it down. So you see that? And you can leave this there. I can leave that there and move on to the next petal. You know, because we're on a time scale, okay? So that excess glue that I had, you can even go ahead and reuse that glue. Just wipe it on there. And then flatten it just a little bit. Boom, done. And then glue that on there. You see that? You want to kind of delegate your time so that you're not spending so much time doing one thing and then doing the other, right? So since those are drying, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the outer petals. Oh gosh. I dropped the glue. And so, like I said, I like to cut these out in sections. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this out. Boom, done. Moving along. Okay, so now we have these petals. So again, make sure you keep the petals separate. And we're gonna cut these out while I wait for these to dry. Because again, you want them to dry fully before you really try to manipulate the paper. Otherwise, it's not gonna stay connected. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these ones out. If you guys make this, please share it with me. I would love to see it. I know Square Enix would love to see it. They were really excited to do this as well. And they were so super supportive. It was so awesome. Again, getting to work with a company that I grew up with basically is a dream. It is a dream. I'm very thankful for what I get to do in real life, which is work with companies that I can only have dreamt of as a kid. So it's very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the next petals. So again, if you make this, please share it with me in Square Enix. We would love to see it. It is just so cool that you guys are so creative. Sometimes, honestly, when you guys share DIYs with me, you guys are so much more creative than I am. Like, you guys share and do the most creative things I've ever seen. Some of you guys are super talented. So if you are an artist, regardless, show me what you guys are working on currently. And if you are working on a project, let me know in the chat too. I'd love to know. Okay, so boom, cutting those out. We're gonna cut out all the outer petals. We're waiting for the glue to dry on the inner petals. Devin, thank you. What is your favorite Square Enix game? Are you playing one currently right now? Let me know. My sister is heavily into Final Fantasy 14. Heavily into Final Fantasy 14. She loves that game. She's made real life friends in that game. She goes to the convention every single year. She loves Final Fantasy. Like, that's her, that is her game. And funny enough, she actually loves NieR Replicant too. She cosplayed from NieR Replicant, which is crazy. Crazy cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. She's a huge fan. And then, guys, are we having like that Chocobo Racing on the Switch? Isn't that coming out? Final Fantasy Racing? Are you guys gonna get it? Let me know if you guys are interested, guys. Let me know in the chat. It looks so much fun. When I first saw the trailer, I literally thought it was just gonna be Chocobos, but it's actually all the different types of characters, so it's pretty cool. I haven't played a racing game in a while. I've been really stuck on Pokemon Go. not Pokemon Go, sorry. Pokemon Unite. That game is so much fun, but it gets me talking. Dude, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a MOBA mouth now. It's pretty bad. I yell at the other players to go top and bot and mid. It's terrible. Terrible. But it's so fun. I freaking love that game. So there's several games that I'm very, very interested in that are coming out. Even the Final Fantasy Racing, which is awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, so we're on our last petal. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Again, not the cleanest cutouts, guys. This is like a speedrun version of the NieR Replicant flower, okay? Only because I don't want you guys to be chilling in stream watching me cut for days. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and round off that corner. I'm going to go up the petal and down. So, done. Look at that. Done. Boom. Okay, so now putting those aside, these are pretty much dried. We're gonna go ahead and add that glue again. So we're repeating this process throughout this whole entire DIY. I wish the Took Over Racing was coming to the other consoles too. It looks so good. I'm not even big on racing games. Same, Devin. Same. My favorite racing game of all time, I don't know why, is Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. That is my OG racing game. I love that game. So I'm very excited for the Final Fantasy Racing. I'm just really, really hyped for that. Oh, Devin, that's so cool. You like NieR Automata? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, my sister cosplayed from NieR Replicant. And it was really, really cool. Amazing cosplay, too. My other sister is also a cosplayer, and she cosplays for Bandai Namco, which is pretty cool. Was my park Pokemon? Ooh, so you went to the park, you played Pokemon Go? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put glue onto the corner. Again, you can spread this glue. Oh man. Come out, glue. So there you go. See how I'm loading that edge? And I'm gonna go back in and just kind of spread it out because I don't want it to be too thick. You know what I'm saying? Thickness is good sometimes, but not in this situation. We want this to be thin because if the glue is too thick, it's not gonna dry immediately. So you see how I'm bending this paper? I'm creating that crevice, and I'm gonna hold it there and wait till the glue dries. So the most important thing about this is applying pressure and waiting for that glue to dry. So you see that with my two hands, you see that that canyon that I'm making? That's what you want. So I'm gonna apply pressure and wait till it dries. If it's not holding, feel free to apply glue at the back again just to make sure. But you just want to hold it there, like I said, and wait till it completely dries. Again, be careful of that glue that's on your finger. You want to kind of just rub that off. You can kind of do that with Elmer's glue because it's so easy to use. A lot of paper glues, you can do that. Just make sure you don't get glue on the other patterns. That's the most important thing. Oh my god, Devin, please do. Oh my gosh, if you guys are cosplayers, let me know. Are you gonna do it for Halloween? Devin, you should do it for Halloween. Do it for Halloween, dude. Okay, so, see how that is holding now because I waited to apply pressure? So now we have that indent. See, it's not flat. You can see that there's a curvature to it. So again, if you're scared of it coming off, you can, by all means, go back in and support it even more by adding more glue. Because this is going to be at the under... This is underneath the flowers, so people don't really get to see this. So by all means, if you want to like make sure it holds, add more glue. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, and And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. And again, we're loading that edge. And then we're gonna spread that out. You can use a toothpick. If you have a toothpick or anything else in the house that you wanna use to spread the glue out, you can. I like to use my finger, but again, you run the risk of touching another pattern and then getting glue on that. So really do what you're comfortable with. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it there. Applying pressure. Zelda, oh, thank you. I know, I'm very, very, so thankful, honestly. I try to do the best work I can. So I'm glad that Square Enix liked it. It was good enough for them to share it. So thank you. I always question my skills. Because there's always something that I could possibly learn or improve on. And so I feel like I have to continuously update my DIY categories, my skills, my talents. I have to constantly practice them. So I'm glad it was up to par for their standards. I try my best on everything. And that's really all you can ever ask for, is trying your best. If you put 100% and didn't work out, well, at least you put 100%. Is what I say. So Zelda, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so that is holding there. We're gonna go ahead and let that sit a little bit longer. I'm gonna apply glue at the back just to make sure that this is gonna hold. I didn't do this technique in the video, actually, funny enough, but that's why I like doing it live, is because I can actually give you guys tips and tricks, and we can kind of sometimes learn together and maybe even expand on this DIY and make it better than I did in the video. Crazy, right? Anyways, Santiago being so nice and saying hi to everyone. So this is pretty much dry. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. We're gonna now connect, we're past the middle a little bit. We're gonna now connect the middle and then wait again and then connect the tip. So you see I'm splitting this petal up in sections so that each section can dry completely. So I'm gonna go ahead and now we're gonna add glue to the edge again. Boom, done. There's the glue. You can spread it out if you want, or leave it there. I think that's enough glue so I can just put that together. So you see how the paper is just naturally bending that way to look like a petal? And that's the coolest thing, is that this is all made out of paper, and yet it's bending as if it's an actual petal, which is cool. So again, I'm holding it there. I'm waiting for the glue to dry. By all means, add more glue so the glue can completely dry on there, so you have to worry about it later. You want this to be as durable as possible too, so you guys can have these last for a lifetime. Santiago, next Twitch. So I will be streaming this entire next week. This weekend, next week, I'll be streaming. And let me tell you guys my schedule. Tomorrow we'll be doing a WarioWare stream. We'll be streaming also for Red Cross as well, and I'll have more information on that on Twitter. Again, we'll be streaming on the 3rd for Red Cross. And then another live stream because Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is revealing their last character on Tuesday? Is that wrong? Is it Tuesday? Is this last Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character being released on Tuesday? I thought it was Wednesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Chat, let me know. And then we have another live stream on the 8th. And that is because Metroid Dread is coming out on the 8th. So if you guys see I'm looking this way because I have a calendar. I literally write out everything on my calendar so I know exactly what I need to do. Otherwise I'd go crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I mean, it looks pretty dry, but I want to make sure we're in no rush when it comes to the glue, because the gluing part is very, very important. Okay, so like I said, delegate your time. So since I'm waiting for this one to dry, let's work on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead again, loading it on the edge. like so. If you get too much glue on there, it's totally fine. You can just wipe it off. And then now I'm going to connect that. So I don't know if you guys can see, there's glue on there. And now I'm going to connect it. Boom. Done. And hold. I like this holding position. So if you guys see, my pointer is pressing against the back. And then my thumb is pressing that edge against the back of that petal. So we get that curvature. And that is the position you want because you're allowing that pressure to have that glue dry enough so that it's sticky. Okay. Oi. It's a little too sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait till that dries. I might add more glue. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna add more glue. Boom. See, I'm just wiping off any excess glue. Who do I think the last Smash character will be? I think it'll be Gino, maybe. Or Sora, maybe. Or who else? Who else I think it'd be? I don't know. Waluigi. Because he just needs to be in there at this point. You know, maybe they might... Nintendo might announce 2 characters. Do you think they'll do that? Do you think Nintendo might announce 2 characters? I don't think it'd be out of their realm to be like, just kidding, we got 2 characters. Not just 1. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I think this is sticking. I'm kind of scared to let go. So I might not let go right now. But I gotta test it somehow. Okay, no, it's holding. All right, so moving on to this one because this is pretty stable. I'm gonna go ahead and now glue these last few pieces together. So again, on that edge, I'm just gliding that glue on there. And the key thing is gluing this all in sections. Making sure that you wait for each section to dry and then move on to the next. And then the cool thing is that, like, if you wanted to trim these, you can. Like, wait till the glue dries and then feel free to trim it afterwards if you don't like a specific, like if it's out of whack, if it's not aligned, you can go ahead and go back in and trim it, which is pretty cool. Just grab your scissors and trim. I've been waiting for this moment. Are you making this with me? Who here is making this with me in chat? I would love to know if you guys are making this with me. That would be so cool. Like, if you guys are actually making this with me, like, that is so cool. Because then if you have any questions, and that's a cool thing too, when I do stream the DIYs live, if you guys have any questions, you guys can actually just ask me. Especially if you're having a hard time with any of the DIYs. Because I want you guys to end up with your own DIY. I really do. I think it's really cool having something that you made that is so unique because no one else will have the exact same replicant flower as you, right? Because each cuts are different, the wire, how you glue it, it'll be unique to you at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait for that to dry. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. All right, and then now we're gonna go ahead. So you see how I'm sliding this petal towards that edge? And right when it touches the glue, boom, I'm adding pressure. So, boom, done. So you see that? I'm just adding that pressure on there so it holds. DIY Kazuya amiibo? What? I don't make amiibos anymore. Sadly, I don't customize amiibos anymore. Vanessa Nelson, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't customize amiibos anymore. I love amiibos, don't get me wrong, but they take forever to customize. And no one seems really interested in that anymore. I'm not very interested in it anymore. So it was fun while it lasted. Thank you so much again, Vanessa Nelson, for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. maybe one day I'll make one to give away for a charity. I think if I were ever make custom amiibos again, I'd probably make it for a charity event or something, you know? Or give it away to you guys. I don't know. It depends on, like, if you guys are actually interested in that. It's been a while since I've made anything amiibo-wise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply glue on the edge again. Bring that along. There you go. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and hold and wait till that glue dries. So here I'm doing a double. I'm waiting for this glue to dry and I'm waiting for this glue to dry. I just applied this glue. So you see it's in sections. You're not going to glue the entire thing together. That's why it takes patience. So that's why, again, I like to stream it because, again, it's better explained, I think, live, and you can actually see me make it in real time. So then you can actually apply the techniques that I say in the stream into your DIY when you eventually make it. So that's why I love to stream the arts and crafts, just because I'm not entirely sure my explanation videos or my DIY tutorials are, you know, like, well explained. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm looking forward to seeing if Sephiroth gets an amiibo and how it'll look. He's one of my favorite villains. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm very interested to see. You know, you just brought up a good point. They might even announce all the rest of the amiibos, right? Because they didn't have all the amiibos announced yet for every character in Super Smash Bros. I don't think. Darren, that's where I went wrong and it took me long to fix it. Oh, really? Yeah, so that's why I like to stream it live. Because if you have any questions and you're making it with me, feel free to ask a question in chat. So yeah, I'm just taking my time. Like, that's the biggest thing with this DIY is you really have to take your time. It can't be rushed. Like, gluing these pieces together, it definitely can't be rushed. So, I'm waiting for this to dry. Oh, there's a little glue. There you go. And then, like I said, if you want to go back and apply more glue in the back so it holds, by all means. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And then I'm going to leave this on the side. Just going to leave this there. Oops. So boom. Done. So now we have the two inner petals together. They're both done. We're going to move on to the outer petals. So what you want to do with these ones, you want to make sure you don't mix them up. So I'm going to put them over here. Watch me mix them up anyways, though. You guys will watch it live. Watch me mix it up. I'm probably going to mix it up. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. We're going to be making 3. So let's organize this a little bit so we're not going to get confused. So now we have 3 petals to glue instead of the 2. So you see, it takes a while to glue these petals together. But that's what you want. You want it to be a slow process because you want the glue to dry completely before moving on. It's very, very important that you do that. I see a little bit of space where I can apply more glue. Again, I really want these to dry. And that's a cool thing too. If you delegate your time, you can jump from one petal to the other. So you're not waiting for one petal to completely dry. Okay, so if you have any questions, fire away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. This is what I like to do. I like to glue the bottoms first. Right? Glue the bottoms first. Wait till it dries. Or hold it there and wait till it dries. Just a little bit. And then you can actually put this on the side and move on to the next one. So I'm going to do that with all 3. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the side. And then leave that there. So you see, I'm delegating my time, so I'm not spending too much time on one petal. Move it on to the other and gluing the bottoms. Okay. Boom, done. Let's go. See? So boom, now all we're doing is waiting for those 3 bottoms to dry, which it shouldn't take long. So we're making 3 inner petals. Oh, sorry, wait. We're making 3 outer petals and 2 inner petals. In total, we need 5 white petals. And it is listed again on the sheet. It'll say outer or inner petals. And again, it's on the free printout sheet. So while we're waiting for those to dry, I'm going to go ahead and grab the leaf section and we're going to go ahead and cut those out. So I think I'm going to show you guys a secret technique that I thought of last night. Because I was thinking in my head, I was just like, I wish that the leaves were green and it had the shading on there. So I think I'm going to try something new. We're going to see if it works. The paper might be too thick for this. I don't know. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to explain to you guys what you can do, right? Because it comes with options, right? You can either use these petals as they are, but keep in mind the back is going to be white. Or you can transfer all those 4 patterns onto cardstock, which is green on both sides, and then use that. Or, and I just thought of this last night, you can use 2 of these petals, glue them onto the cardstock, and now you got one side that is shaded and the other side is green. Isn't that cool? I wish I thought of that earlier, but I just thought of that. So instead of cutting out all these 4, which again you could, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cut out 2. Boom, done. I'm going to use these 2 and glue them onto the cardstock. Isn't that cool? I wish I thought of this earlier, but you know. Keep in mind, when it comes to the leaves, it is a bit harder because these are so much smaller than the actual white petals, so it's a little bit more tedious. But we're going to try this technique out, see if it works. I have not done this, by the way. I have not done this. So you have a lot of options. Whatever you have time for, you do. If you have only enough time to cut out the leaves and glue them together off of the pattern, by all means. If you have extra time to transfer it onto cardstock, then that's even better. If you have even more time, which I think we do, it's a Friday, I don't know what I'm doing today. After this, I'm going to be gluing these onto the cardstock, waiting for that to dry, and then we can combine it. And cut out 2 so far. Actually, I just realized I need to cut out all 4. What am I doing? I don't know why I threw the other 2. Okay, I need to cut out all 4, and then glue all those 4 onto the cardstock. Maybe I should have just glued the entire piece on there and then cut out the leaves, so I'm not cutting out the leaves twice. That would have been better. Thank you, Devin. That's very smart, but then I just realized that I could have just glued this whole piece on there. But it's okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna you know, we're just gonna continue to do what I was doing. I don't really like driving though. Dude, driving, okay, so I don't like driving either on the streets, but when you drive on the freeway though, that's where it's at. When you drive on road trips, that's where it's at. Let me know if you've ever driven from state to state. That is the coolest thing ever. And it's so comforting and relaxing. One recent trip we did was actually go camping somewhere near Death Valley. I think there is a campgrounds there. And we took Murray with us, and this is the first time I've ever gone camping with a dog. So I was prepping for everything. I got flea spray, I got his water bowl, his cage. I got everything for him. Because I was so scared, you know, because I've never gone camping with a dog. And so when I finally went camping with him, it was awesome. He did so well. He listened. He was very sweet and attentive. Perfect dog to go camping with. Like, seriously. Okay, so I'm going to try this out. This could end up being really messy. or wrong. This might not even work, you know. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply glue to this. This is a new technique, guys. Before I start, this is a new technique. I just came up with it. There's many other ways you can do this. Just watch the YouTube tutorial video if you don't want to do it this way. I'm just testing something out that I think might be really fun. And that's the thing that I like about DIYs, is that you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these on here, and then I'm gonna cut them out so both sides are green. Because regardless of what you do, I like the shading on these leaves. And you can't achieve it unless you use the leaves, but then if you just use these leaves, they're white on the side or the back. But then if you transfer it onto cardstock, you don't get the shading. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna glue these onto the cardstock, and we're gonna see how this goes. The leaves are gonna be thick, but if this is done right and we can achieve this goal, it'll look awesome. Oh, you love flowers. What is your favorite flower? I love chrysanthemums. I also love lavender. Is really pretty. Lavender, I didn't know this, but lavender makes you go to sleep. It's actually very relaxing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this. And again, we're gluing this onto the paper, and then I'm going to cut it out. I think the easier way would have just been me gluing the entire sheet onto the green paper and then doing that, but it's okay. Boom, done. Roses and daisies. Ooh, roses are gorgeous. Mr. CJ Lewis, how are you? Hello. Dafe, hello. Murray, good doggy. He was such a good dog. I cannot even begin to tell you. I wish I could show you guys a picture. I might have a picture on my phone. And let me glue this first, and then we can wait for that glue to dry. Okay, so one technique they can do is apply the glue and then rub that off. Boom, done. Done. Oh gosh. A little bit messy up in here. Alright, so there you go. So now all the 4 petals are glued on. I'm going to wait till that completely dries. Let me show you guys a picture of Murray when he's camping. I wonder if I can show you guys pictures. And then it was so funny because we had a drone with us while we were camping, and Jason almost lost it in a tree. And I saw it while I was walking Murray when he almost lost it in that tree. Oh my god, I have pictures on my phone. So there's Murray camping, there's Jason camping. Here's another picture of Murray sleeping while we were camping. This is inside the tent, guys, by the way. And this is a funny picture of my friends and Murray. If you guys can see that. Oh, focus. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he has a derpy face. So cute. So there you go. Do I have anything else? Oh, this is when Murray and I were running. I'm sorry, guys. I'd like to show you guys. So this is the campsite that we had. He's so quick. He absolutely loved it. He loved camping because he was free. And so this is Jason and I camping in the hammock. And then Murray's just chilling there. So anyways, I love camping. I don't know if you guys are the same. Let me know, chat, if you guys camp once in a while. But Jay and I, we love to camp. So I'm gonna let those dry. Now we're gonna move on to the outer petals. We're gonna glue these bad boys real quick. So again, we're putting glue on the edge. And then wipe off any excess. Wow, I put so much glue on this, I got too excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and put glue on the edge. Okay, and then so we're gonna go ahead and bend this. And then again, apply pressure and wait till it dries. This is the messiest one that I've made so far. Oh, this is so messy. I have glue not on just one of my fingers, but every single finger. So again, if you have glue on your finger, wipe it away, take that off. Again, you don't want to touch anything else and have that possibly mess up any of your other patterns. El Dragon, hello! Santiago, thank you. He's so sweet. And then it was so funny because I took a picture of all the guys, right? And I told the guys, okay, well, everyone gather around Murray. And then I don't know, I was thinking like, oh, it'd be so cool if I caught Murray barking midway. So I said, Murray, bark. And then, so Murray started barking, and then all the other guys started barking. So it kind of ruined the picture, but it's fine. My friends are so funny. They're pretty witty. Okay, so there's a little bit of a gap there, so I'm gonna go ahead and put glue in there so I can stabilize this. A little bit more. Because again, this is going to be at the bottom of the flower, so no one's going to really see this. And I'd rather it be super durable. Calvin, hello, how are you? I'm having an amazing morning. Amazing. This week has been amazing. Again, huge thank you to Square Enix for allowing me to do this for them. I can't believe it, honestly, because you always, you know, as a human being, you second guess your skills sometimes, and so I'm just very thankful that I get to do this with a company that I love. So hopefully I get to do more projects in the future. Santiago saying hi to everyone. Dape. It was so funny. I think I might have a video of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait for that to dry. Leave that there. I'm gonna move on to here. So again, we're delegating our time. We're not gonna spend too much time on one petal. We really have to manage our time in a way where we're constantly doing something and not doing nothing. Okay, so there's glue on that edge. I'm gonna go ahead and manipulate the paper onto that edge and then apply pressure. Boom. And waiting for that glue to dry. So let's see if I can find that video. It's so cute. I think I posted it on my Instagram. If not, I think I have a video of it here. I should. But all my friends, I don't know if it has audio. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I don't think it has audio of the guys barking. It might just show the guys barking. But it was so funny. Is this the one? Okay, well anyways. Oh yeah, I don't know if it has audio. Does it? Oh, it does have audio. That's so funny. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I'm trying to, I only have one hand. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, well I think that's dry enough to hold. Probably not. So I'm gonna just go ahead and play this. All the guys started barking. They're such dorks. Anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how this is doing. I might just apply more glue just to make sure that this is gonna hold. And again, when it comes to this DIY, you really just have to be patient. I'm gonna load that glue in there. I really want this to hold, so I don't have to worry about it. And there's any excess glue, of course, wipe it off. I broke it. Broke it. Oh, I guess I have to hold it. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. This is how you know this is live. When mistakes happen. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to hold this one. Not coming together as nicely as I wanted it to. Which happens, you just gotta work with it, right? As they say, happy mistakes. I'm gonna wait for that glue to dry. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the side. Maybe it just needs to sit on its own and contemplate life. Maybe not. Actually, maybe I might have to hold this. Hold on, let me just put glue. Okay. I'm gonna hold that there. Because it looks like it's not listening. It's gonna be, it's being a little hard to work with. So again, apply pressure and wait till that dries. And that's the problem, and that's the reason why you want to wait till you move on, because you really want that glue to hold those two pieces together long enough for you to move on to the next section of the petal. Again, this is the most important part, but really after this, when you're done gluing all the petals together, putting everything else together is pretty easy. This is how you know that this is live. We're trying to build this NieR Replicant Lunar Tier live together. So, we're almost done. We still have to put the 3 petals together. We still have to cut out the petals on here. But again, I'm just waiting for this to dry. I really don't want to release this unless it's dry. So I can test it out and see. Okay, so it's holding. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side very carefully so we can move on to the next one. We're gonna let those sit and simmer and cook. We're gonna now apply pressure, or apply glue, sorry, to the edge. Like so. What are you guys doing this weekend? Jason is actually off at 3, so I'm very, very excited. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. We've been watching Squid Game like everyone else in the world. I think I'm literally only on episode 2 though, so no spoilers, but we're really excited to watch that or finish it. And then we might play some Pokemon Unite. If I do play some Pokemon Unite, I might stream on Twitch. I said Twix. I almost said Twix. Oh my gosh. Twitch. So if you wanted to follow me on Twitch to know when I go live, by all means. I will be streaming on Twitch for the next couple of days. We'll be playing �々𝘬𝘬𝘬 tomorrow on Saturday in the afternoon. And then I will be streaming for Red Cross the next couple of days. Might play some Halo beta. Oh, there's a beta for Halo? What? I didn't know that. Okay, so now I'm going to set myself up to glue the next portion. Okay, so I'm going to apply glue here. And wait for that to dry. Remember, we're allowing it to dry. It really has to hold. This is the end result that we're looking for. It's very sturdy. There's a lot of glue on there. It's gonna hold pretty well. And the reason why too is because you can actually somewhat manipulate the petals. So if you want the petals to be a little bit wider or open, a little bit more open, you can. And I'll show you guys how to do that. That's why I love doing it live, because I actually get to show you guys little tips and tricks. Because sometimes you don't see that in the DIY video because I'm trying to not make it an hour long. Because as you can see, compare my origami pieces for Paper Mario to the live streams, and it takes quite a bit of time. So that's why I love doing these live streams. You can actually see it being built in real time. Okay, so I think I can let this go. No. Nope. Nope. Okay, we're gonna let that hold. Yeah, the weekend's free, so you're gonna play games too? Yes, yes. I've been playing WarioWare, Pokemon Unite. More Pokemon Unite. I'm addicted to that thing. But the problem is that when it comes to MOBAs, man, and you're playing with randos, no bueno. No, no, no. Gets really complicated. So, you know, life. I think this weekend, Jay and I will be hanging out with his cousins tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. I have a lot of projects due too, so I'm doing that. A lot of work. This weekend is more business than it is pleasure. That's for sure. It's been a very, very busy week, and it's going to be a busy weekend. Okay, so I'm going to let this, it's holding a little bit, so I'm going to let that sit on the side. Moving on to this petal, which is fully dried. This one is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and put, again, glue on the edge. And the glue that I'm using is just regular paper glue. So it works well. You just have to give it that time. You have to give it some time and some love for it to hold. So, boom. Just gonna let that hold. Let it connect. Let it combine. Let it cook. Oh, I haven't tried the Mario Golf update yet. Oh, you should do it. Oh my god, and then there's Animal Crossing update too. And then Metroid Dread comes out next week on the 8th, next Friday, which I'm really excited for. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think of anything else. I do have, like I said, guys, I am going to be going to an event at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas on the 16th for Red Cross. We'll be doing a special event with them as Vegas Inferno, so I'm very, very excited. Oh my gosh, no way. Oh, Calvin, thank you. You're so, oh, that's so crazy. Because I love that. Jason and I tried it. It's not, okay, I'm going to be honest. It's not as good as 𝘗𝘶's, but it's pretty still good. Because 𝘗𝘶's, they have a high standard. 𝘗𝘶's, Raising 𝘗𝘶's, sponsor me. Sponsor me, Raising 𝘗𝘶's. Oh yeah, no, I can't believe the new Metroid is coming out. I'm so excited. And it looks so good. Wait, isn't the OLED coming out too, guys? I can't. I don't know when Final Fantasy Racing is coming out though. That's definitely one game that I definitely want to try. And I know my sister would be super interested in too. So I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. Okay, so. Ooh, my fingers. My fingers. So make sure you guys rub that glue off, guys. Metroid and OLED Switch same day. No, really? That's crazy. That is so crazy. It looks so good. I don't know if you guys follow Kevin Kenson. He did an amazing review. It looks just so good. It looks so, so good. The screen looks gorgeous. Like the quality of, and the size of it too. It's amazing. But now Jay and I are gonna end up with like 4 switches. I mean, I'm not one to complain, but it's a lot of switches. Not enough people. A lot of switches, not enough people. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that there. Oh no! Oh, I should see, and that's why I should have held it a little bit longer. It came apart. It's coming apart. Okay, well, it looks like I have to put glue there. So let me just apply glue. Okay, so it looks like it'll be stuck like this for a while. A switch for every occasion, for every holiday. Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck like this. And the reason why is because I did not wait for this section to dry. This is why it's important. This section did not dry while I was gluing this. It came apart, so now I have to use 3 fingers. And they're all filled with glue. The struggle. The struggle. But if you guys are wondering, the Switch that I play on is my Animal Crossing Switch that Jason got me, which is really sweet. He got me the Animal Crossing Switch because he knows how much I love Animal Crossing. And so that's the Switch I use now. He uses our original Switch, And then the switch light his younger brother uses. And I think we have another switch. Somewhere. Do we get another switch? I don't know why I feel like we have another switch. Too many switches, man. But the OLED looks so good. Problems. Maybe I should trade in some switches towards the OLED. Is there anything like that for GameStop? I wonder. I wonder if GameStop is running a promo. Sometimes they do that. Okay, so it looks like it's holding. I'm scared to let it go though. I'm scared to let it go. There's some clumps of glue in the inside, so I'm gonna kind of just rub that off. I mean, it looks like it's holding. Maybe it just needs to sit in a corner and think about what it's done. Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to these ones. Same process. I'm telling you, this is the most tedious part about this DIY. I think everything else is pretty standard. This is the only one that's like really super tedious. Okay, so that's not connecting. Got a little struggle going on. Uh-oh. That's when you know it's serious, when I stop talking. Okay, there you go. I have to hold it like this in order for it to dry. So the tips are pretty tedious, only because I'm trying to rush this process. But I would actually glue here, wait for it to dry, and then glue the end. I'm actually gluing this whole top part, which probably is what's messing me up right now. But you know. Yeah, it's next week. And, oh, cool thing, if you guys don't know, I have a sister. I know some of you guys are also supporters of her. She's, I think, coming here on the 5th. So I'm really excited because Murray hasn't seen her in a year and a half, I think. So I'm pretty excited to see what Murray's reaction is. I think he's missed them. I think there are days where you can tell he misses Vanessa and Christian. So I'm really excited for him to see them. And he's lost so much weight. He's on a good path to health, to being healthy, to living a long doggy life. And so I think they're going to be very excited to see see his progress as well. Okay, so, oh, my finger is sticking to that. It's okay. It's the bottom of the leaf. No one cares. Oh, so much glue. Look at that glue pull away. Okay, so I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to let this sit and contemplate why it was so hard to glue together. That's in timeout. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces. The last petal. I might have to go back in and re-glue some of these, but again, just because of time restraint, I don't want you guys to be sitting here the whole time and watching me glue and struggle with the glue the entire time. Okay, so boom, glued, hold it. Holding it there. Aw, I really did try. Oh, that's right, I forgot she said that. Yeah, she is definitely coming here on the 5th, so I'm really excited. Miss Bliss, hello, how are you? How have you been? It's been a while. How is life treating you? I hope it's been treating you well. Yeah, Vanessa's gonna be coming here. Super excited. It's just that I wish she was coming at a time when I wasn't busy. I'm so busy with so many things. So, yeah. Santiago, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for spending time with me on this Friday. Have a very good Friday. Take care of yourself. Enjoy time spent with friends and family, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye! You're on vacation? Where did you go to vacation? Oh my gosh. Where did you spend your vacation at? Did you travel? Did you see friends? Did you see new places, meet new people? Let me know. That's awesome. I love when people go on vacation. I feel like when you go on vacation, you deserve it. Oh my gosh, I use it all the time. I love it. Love it, love it. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Jason and I, oh my gosh, I just realized, Jason and I don't know the specific dates, but it is set in stone. In December, we're going to Disneyland. You went to Barcelona? That is so cool. How was it? I want to go there. What the heck? All right. Okay, so this looks like it's gonna hold for now. I just need to let it sit in the corner and contemplate life. But I think other than that, that's good. I'm gonna see how the other petals are doing, just to make sure that they're, you know, holding. I might apply glue to some just in case, just to make sure it holds. So I'm putting glue at the very tip. It looked like it came apart a little bit, so that's what I'm doing, holding it there. So again, guys, that's why this part is very tedious. This is a project that you could do in the afternoon while you're outside, relaxing, chilling, have a cup of coffee, maybe some juice, you know. Oh, but Barcelona is really close to where you live? Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know if I'm going to TwitchCon. I've never gone to TwitchCon. I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve to go to TwitchCon. I feel like I'm not much of a Twitch streamer. Maybe. Maybe I should. I don't know. I probably should. I probably should, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that tip to dry. We're going to go ahead and go to this one because it looks like I did not glue that yet, but that one's actually still drying. Let me check this one. Okay, so this one looks like it needs glue. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and glue this. This is how I normally look when I'm doing crafts. You know, when I'm streaming, I have to have it over here, but I'm actually usually like this. Really looking and making sure that everything is touching. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it here. So that's gonna hopefully hold. We'll see. And so you see how there's excess paper that's coming off that edge? And that's why it's really cool, because when it completely dries, you can go in with your scissors and trim everything. Just in case if you want a different look to the petals, or if you don't like something about the petal shape, you can go ahead and trim it. But what I like to do instead of trimming it, so we're going to let that hold. I think I have one more actually petal to glue. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. So while I'm doing the leaves, this will hold. Okay. So there you go. That should hold. I'll let that hold there for a second. You can blow on it too, if that helps. I don't know if that helps actually. Jason's coming. Jason gets off at 3, so he's gonna help me eat that. Oh, where's Daisy? I have no idea. The lineup is crazy. Can I be honest? The only person I really care about is Jack Black. I love Jack Black, guys. You have no idea how much I love Jack Black movies, him as an actor, as a person. If you ever get the chance, follow him on TikTok. He's hilarious. Okay, so I'm letting those petals dry. One thing you can do with the petals and the leaves when they're completely dry, you can actually bend the edges a little bit if you want to make it look like an actual petal that's opening. You know, you can get a toothpick and roll the edges. So you see here, I'm actually manipulating the paper so that it looks more of like a petal and it's not too uniform. So I'm taking the time here. Now you can even bend it a little bit. You see I'm applying pressure just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to rip it. See, so I'm really manipulating this piece of paper so it has a different shape to it. See, so now it's opened up a little bit more. It used to be a little bit closed. Now it's a little bit more open. So here's a good comparison. You see that? This is manipulated, this is not. So I'm gonna do that with this one. So I'm gonna roll the petals a little bit. Let's manipulate this a little bit more so it looks more of a petal and not so much paper, not paper-like. And then I'm gonna press it maybe a little bit here. If it comes apart, it's okay, just glue it back on. So now, see, now it's a little bit more open. So you can go a step further. If you see any black or anything that you don't like, you can go ahead and trim it. It's gonna align these ends right here. Boom. Pretty cool, right? And now you have a petal. Pretty cool. So you can do that with this one. Trim it like so. The edge looks pretty good actually. I like this edge. Boom, done. Not bad. Wait, I was hoping to see Just Dance 2022. Dude, Just Dance is so fun. It's so funny because I know not a lot of people are aware or have ever played Just Dance. It's so fun. Okay, so I'm waiting for those petals to dry. Now the leaves. So we tried a different technique with the leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out. So now, as you can see, both sides are gonna be green. This is an option that is not in the DIY tutorial, but this is an option here, live on stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow this. Ooh, these are thick. These are gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if this works. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and cut these out. These are definitely some durable leaves. So if anything, probably use a thinner cardboard or cardstock for it. Hey, the flower is coming together though, guys. It's coming together. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue cutting these. These are some thick leaves. We're gonna see how this goes. Worst case scenario, I just use the regular leaves. I like to try things out, you know? Even if it fails, at least we know for a fact that it does not work. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of risk. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut these out. And the last leaf. I like the shading on these. When I was making this DIY, I really wanted to capture the brilliance of the Lunar Tier and how pretty it was. But when you do paper crafts, you don't really get the shadowing that you see in the game, you know? And so I was like, how can I replicate this? And that's why I added the shadowing in the leaves. So it's not just regular paper. So I'll show you guys a good example. So here is the printout, and this is using regular cardstock. So you see the difference? The shading really does add a depth to it that you won't get with regular paper. And so that's why That's why you could, again, do the cardstock version if you like a cleaner look, or if you want to paint it yourself or do whatever you want. But I felt like I really wanted to replicate that, and I hope it worked out. Miss Bliss, are you leaving? Bye! Thank you so much! Oh wait, Zelda! Bye! Bye, Zelda! Thanks so much, I appreciate it! Thank you, thank you! Dude, I love Just Dance. Okay, so now we have the leaves. They're pretty thick, like I said. We're gonna see if this works. We're gonna combine these leaves together like how we've been doing. Again, these are smaller, so it is a lot more tedious. So take your time, because it's very, very small. We're going to do the same process that we've been doing the entirety of this stream. And again, we're going to take our time and make sure that the glue completely dries. So, starting from the end. Oh gosh, that's so much glue, Christine. Maybe I should like wipe this off a little bit. Oh gosh. Okay, that works. That's fine. I'm going to use, maybe we can use this to kind of scrape it off. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Feel free to use your table, toothpick, whatever you have available. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, and I have excess glue, so I like to use every bit an ounce of that glue left. And you see how I just slid that across and it made a perfect line on the edge? You can do that. And then boom, done. So let those dry, let those sit. We're gonna let them contemplate a little bit. And while that is drying, we're gonna go ahead and grab our two inner petals. So the ones that we bent and manipulated earlier. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the green wire. So this is green floral wire. If you don't have green floral wire, you can go ahead and definitely use any type of wire in your home. Maybe a skewer that you can paint green. There's a lot of options. Look around your home and see if there's anything that you can use. But again, I'm using this. So, and then you also want to grab your white wire. So have those two at the ready. What I like to do is start off with the middle part of the flower that has those little beads and stuff on there. So what we're gonna do is what is it 6 or 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 stems, but one of them is a little bit longer than the other, and that one sits in the middle. So we're gonna create 7 of those little stems. And what I like to do, I like to just bend one part and then cut it that way. So you see how I bent that? I literally just bent that. I like to cut it like that. Do I have wire cutters? I don't want to use my scissors because they're pretty delicate. Hold on, let me get my wire cutters. You can use scissors, but you might destroy the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that. So I have 2. I'm gonna repeat this process until I have 7. So bend it. Now I have 4. I thought I had thinner wire. But you know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna use this. It's fine. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit more extra wire because I only have 4, 5, 6. So again, we're bending it. Now we have 6. Now, if you have hot glue, you can go ahead and hot glue these together, and then 7. So one of them is gonna be obviously left out. But I like to keep it long because you can trim it later. If you trim it now, you're not going to know the length and you could possibly mess it up. So we have all these wires together. I like to smush them at the bottom. And then you can actually hot glue these together. But since I don't have the hot glue, I was thinking I can just use wire to tie these together. So I'm going to grab this extra wire. And I'm just gonna wrap this around. And then I can glue it too, if I really wanted to. But I think by wrapping it, it's gonna stay. Gluing it would probably really stabilize it. I'll probably do that, but for now I'm just gonna wrap it. Boom. This is gonna be pretty thick. It's gonna be a lot more thicker than the original one I made. But actually at the bottom of the flowers, they're pretty thick anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna just make sure that I smush this in there. Okay, so boom, done. So you see how you have this little bulk? Perfect. Actually, I probably should have wrapped this. I might have to, you know what, let me take this off. I have to wrap it onto the wire. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. That's how you know that this is live. In the video, I glued it. Here, we're actually just gonna wrap it because again, the hot glue takes a while to heat up, and then I don't want to wait for it to heat up. And this is just in case, if you have the wire anyways, you have the wire. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in here. Maybe in between the wires. There you go. Good spot. Boom. Done. I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and now wrap the wire around the green wire, Christine, because that has to go on the green wire. And then wrap it around. And then you could glue it again to make it even more sturdier. Totally up to you. I'll probably do that actually with the Elmer's glue that I have. I mean, obviously Elmer's glue isn't that strong, but it'll add some support. If you have hot glue, even better. So I'm gonna go ahead and like manipulate this real quick. I can just cut that off. Okay, so now they're stuck on there. Make sure none of the wire is sticking out. We are gonna cover this wire with the green floral tape. So if you do have wire sticking out, it's okay. We're gonna cover that. But there you go. So now that's stuck on there. That's not going anywhere, guys. It's pretty stuck on there. Chris, which costumes are you wearing for this year's Halloween? I don't know. I think Jay and I might do Sailor Moon. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so make sure you have 7 wires sticking out. You just want to make sure. You can manipulate them. Just make sure that you have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Boom. Done. Look at that. Okay. So the next part you want to do when you have that 7 wires, you actually want to start gluing these on, because these are the middle. These are the middle flowers. You can actually rip these apart or bend. I like to bend these and create that lip. You see that? So then I can use this to glue it onto the wire. So I'm going to do that with both of the inner petals. I'm going to bend that lip. And you can glue these opposite. If you wanted, which I highly recommend, you can plan this out first. So you can kind of like see where all the flowers are going to be placed, because you do want each petal to cover the entirety of the flower. But here I'm just going to wing it. We're going to see how this goes. Again, make sure that you manipulate all your petals that you want. So since the outer petals are dried, I'm going to manipulate these really quickly and bend them and maybe get them into a different shape. Maybe make them look a little bit different. I'm gonna also go ahead and bend that lip at the end. Okay, so we're gonna open these up a little bit more. Boom. Do the next one. Open these up a little bit more. Be careful not to rip it. I kind of ripped it. Again, we're speed running this. So go ahead and bend these. Again, bend these. And by doing so, you're also going to have a bigger chance of covering really the entirety of this flower. So there you go. And then bend the back. Okay, so the petals are ready. Again, start with the inner petals, and we're going to glue these right there. And we can trim it afterwards, but we really just want to make sure that we cover everything. So I think that's a pretty good spot. We're going to go ahead and glue it there. Hot glue would be so much better in my opinion for this process, but I really wanted to stick to one glue so that I can show you guys that it can get done. It can still get done regardless of the glue that you're using. So you just gotta be a little bit more, you know, witty and creative when it comes to materials that you have in your home. So there you go. We're gonna wait for that to dry. And then what you can do, so you see how there's extra flaps at the end? You can actually glue those too, so you can have it wrap around. Because you can always bend this portion. So you see how I'm really manipulating that paper into position. And then wait for that to dry. Robin and Batgirl, oh my gosh, take pictures. If you guys are dressing up for Halloween, please send me pictures on Twitter or Instagram. I would love to see what you guys are planning on doing this year. I think that's so awesome. All right. So what you can do, I'm gonna wait for that to dry. Just gonna let that simmer for a second. We're actually going to continuously glue these petals on top of each other, and then we're going to wrap it with green floral so that it really holds. So it's pretty flimsy right now. I'm not even sure if it's going to hold. It doesn't look like it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that extra piece, and I'm going to glue it on here as well. So now I'm just gluing the petals on there, guys. This is the important part where you really do need to slow down your process and wait till each petal dries. That way, again, the petals won't fall out. You can rearrange them however you want. I'm working with the inner petals right now, and I'm just waiting for each one to dry. So I'm gonna actually take that away a little bit so I can manipulate this a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and add glue here. Okay, so I have those two inner petals opposite of each other, and now they're waiting to dry. So apply pressure, apply pressure, apply pressure, wait, hold it there. If you have stronger glue, by all means, use stronger glue, but either way, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. You just have to be patient enough. So we're being really patient and waiting for this glue to dry. Again, these are the inner petals right now, and then we have the outer petals to work with, and then just the leaves, and that's it. And then we're done. Okay, so that looks pretty snazzy. I think that's gonna hold. We'll see. I'm trying to speed this process up so you guys aren't just watching me hold glue all day. So here's the outer petals. We have 3 outer petals. Actually, while that's waiting to dry, maybe we should start gluing these ones. So that's better. I think this is better if we start with the leaves, so we can have the leaves dry while everything else is drying. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna hold. It's pretty thick, but we can always trim it. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that. Boom, done. So this is the first leaf. Not too bad. We're gonna wait and apply pressure. Kairahika, hello, how are you? It's been a while. How is your Friday? Let me know, guys. I'm not doing anything too crazy this weekend, really. I think I'm just streaming. Next week, though. Well, actually, no. I'm pretty excited because Tuesday, Vanessa and Christian are actually going to be here. They're going to be traveling from South Korea to the US, which is very exciting. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to wait until this glue dries. Maybe I can put this on the side. Do you think it's going to hold? Sure. I'm taking a risk. We'll see if this holds. Oh, it doesn't look like though. If you have pins, you can probably use pins to hold this, I guess. Paper clips or something. But we just have our hands. So That's the tricky part. I'm gonna go ahead and add glue. The leaves are definitely a lot more trickier than the petals, just because the petals are a lot bigger. So you can actually see what you're doing. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to hold this. You're going for a walk? Ooh. How's the weather in your area? Where I am, it's been really, really nice. Like, I'm ready to go hiking with Murray again. I think he'll love the outdoors. It used to be too hot for that, but now it's actually been pretty okay. So, I'm not gonna make him walk in 100-degree weather. This right now is perfect. I think it's 70s right now. 70s or 80s. I'm not entirely sure. I gotta look it up, but it's very nice weather. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm holding it there. Hopefully this holds so I can move on to the next. Oh, it looks like it's gonna hold. Cool. So move on to the next leaf. We're gonna go ahead and glue these together. Man, that shading really does add a uniqueness to this flower. That's why I love it. I'm so glad that I added that shadowing. Okay, so boom, done. I'm gonna go ahead and add a lot more glue to the back to make that hold. Done, there you go. It's a lot of, I'm telling you, this process can be very tedious. It's easy, but I think it's just very tedious. It just takes a lot to get this going. Once you have all the petals and leaves done though, it's very satisfying. And it's a lot easier, I think, from this point. From this point on. Sunny all day? Nice. I don't know if blowing it will help. I don't think so. I guess it could help. I don't know. But I think clamping it down with something would be a lot more useful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue that. Boom, done. There's a lot of glue. It's okay though, it's gonna dry clear, and then I'm going to trim that off. That's what I would normally do, actually. But since we're on a time restraint, I'm gonna just get the stuff going. You know what I'm saying? It's nice and sunny. I like the fact that it's really nice and sunny. I love the weather now. And then it's gonna be too cold. And too cold for me, since I'm so used to the heat, is like 70. I get super cold super easily. And I know a lot of people actually like that weather where it's like in the 70s, but I am so used to the desert, guys. I would not survive. Okay, so I'm gonna have that hold. We're almost there, guys. I promise. We're not really, actually. We still have a bit ways to go. I'm not gonna lie. We still have to do the flower middle thing. I forgot what it's called, guys. The stigma? Is it called the stamen? I forgot. I forgot what the middle of the flower is called, guys. Starts with an S. Let me know. I think it's called the stamen. I don't remember. Okay, so we're gonna put that aside. I think it's gonna hold. Is it? Probably not. Oh no, did it hold? Okay. It looks like I have to hold it a little bit longer. Probably not. I legitimately get cold really easily, like super easily. So I would not survive in snow. Let's be honest. I love looking at snow, but I would not survive in it. Okay. I'm gonna put that down. We're gonna wait till those leaves completely dry. So now we have the 2 petals on there. So now we're gonna glue the rest of the petals. So this is the same process. Now this is where you can actually really map it out. I want to make sure that I cover all my bases. So I think this is pretty good. Okay, this is pretty good. So I'm mapping it out. I'm just holding it all together. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these. Maybe I can actually glue these a little bit. So this is the part where it really, you can actually start gluing some of the petals together so that you can manipulate it so that it covers a majority of the flower. So I'm gonna hold it there. So I kind of applied glue at the bottom that you see there because I really want that to hold. Is it this part of the flower? This one, right? This middle part? Guys, let me know what this is called. The middle of the flower. I totally forgot what it's called. I could be wrong though. Majority of the time I'm wrong. Okay, so it is. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing these petals, the other petals. Again, I'm kind of mapping it out, guys, making sure that I cover everything. That's the important part. So, and you want to take your time when you're gluing these on. Okay. I'm going to trim this a little bit. It looks like I need to trim this one a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to hold it there and apply pressure. I have the third petal on there. As you can see, it looks very pretty. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get this done for you guys. So far, so good. We got a little bit of ways to go. Okay, so boom, done. Wait for that to dry. I could probably leave this alone and have it dry on its own, but I'm gonna keep applying pressure. I'm going to maybe cut that a little bit. Apply glue. And then take that tab and bend it over. And apply pressure and hold it there. It's really just applying pressure and having it hold. Apply pressure and hold. This is the process where you're just waiting for everything to dry. Oh, where did you move to? If you don't mind me asking, you have to be specific. You can just say the state or the country, whatever you want to say. So as you can see I'm manipulating the petals. I can even glue a little bit of the petals together at the bottom here so it stays uniform. That's totally up to you. It's an extra process. I might even do that just now since the petals are kind of just chilling here. I can probably do that. Probably add extra support, you know. So especially if I like the placement, why not add glue so then it can stay in that spot. I think blowing on it kind of helps, but we'll see. This probably looks ridiculous in the camera. No way! How do you like it? I hope the move was good. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna put this one over here. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking good. That's what you get when you are patient. You work through the process. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and continue to glue these petals on. Oh, this is gonna look so good. I actually really like the placement of these petals. It turned out a lot better than I was expecting. Okay, so apply glue.
The best piece of advice I have for someone trying to succeed in the film industry or any creative space is if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna put glue at the back a little bit here. Have the petals rest on that. Okay, so here I'm applying pressure basically everywhere. So this is pretty tedious too, but again, it's really just a waiting game, if I'm being honest.
What is freedom? I think I stole this from Bob Dylan, but
Oh, I see a place where I can put glue. That would be perfect, and it would hold everything together.
And in between, doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness?
So again, I'm applying glue. Now I'm just applying glue to where other petals touch. So that way, they can support each other. Boom. Done. That is perfect. Okay, so let's see. Where does glue need to be placed? So now you're basically kind of like arranging flowers. You're just basically arranging the petals though. It's a little bit different, but same. Okay, so again, applying pressure, waiting for that to dry. Okay. So it looks pretty stable. Maybe I should just wait for this to dry. Okay. Let that sit there and dry. So I'm going to get the other petal, the last one. We're going to prep this a little bit. Maybe bend that here and there. Okay. Alright, last petal. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on the sides. So, like I said, I think hot glue would work better, but I wanted to show you guys that if you don't have certain materials, you can make it work. You can always make it work, in my opinion. Just gotta get creative. Okay, so here I'm applying pressure basically everywhere. So as you can see, we have all the petals on there. Pretty exciting. That's why I didn't want you guys to trim this yet, because you really don't know how this is going to turn out. So now you can trim these the same length. It just makes it a lot easier that way. Okay, so I'm going to hold and apply pressure. Wait for everything to dry. Okay, and so while we're waiting for this to completely dry, this is so cool. Look, look guys. Oh my gosh, I'll rearrange the petals a little bit better, but we have the flower. It's together. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh, look guys. Oh my gosh. Isn't that cool? Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm gawking over it because it's just so pretty. I'm going to put this on the side so it can dry. I probably shouldn't mess with it too much, honestly. Let me just hold it there. Oh, is there no glue there? Oops. Okay. Yeah, it's the whole pressure. We're gonna apply pressure actually before I move on because it looks like it's needing some TLC. Thank you so much, Dafe. I appreciate it. Okay, so. Oops. I should do that. Okay, so. Moving on to the petals. I'm gonna glue the rest of these real quick. And this one doesn't go on the stem yet. We first put the tape on the flower and then we move on to gluing the petals onto the stem. Okay, so again, I'm putting glue on there. Okay, and then the next leaf, we're gonna go ahead and put glue on there. These are pretty thick. Again, I would actually just recommend using something thinner, a thinner piece of cardstock, but we make do with what we have. Okay, there you go.
Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Leave no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly. Can't deny, got a crush on you. That's true.
All right. So it looks like this is pretty much done. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with that. Okay, so now the next step is grabbing your green floral tape. And we're gonna go ahead. I like to actually put glue on the end and then start wrapping it. It's already sticky, but I like that extra support. I just feel like it makes it a lot more durable than it normally would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and put glue onto the flower. Need a touch of gold leaf. That would be pretty cool. Maybe next time. I know that the Lunar Tier comes in different colors, so that would be pretty cool. So there you go. I'm wrapping it now, and I love floral tape. It's really gonna support everything on this top part of the flower. So as you can see, I'm starting from the top and wrapping this. And then I'm gonna slightly face it down towards the stem, and then I'm gonna spin. So as you can see, I'm getting that nice bulge that you usually see with flowers. And then I'm going down the stem and twisting as I go. So twist, 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 boom. And then that's the cool thing, is that you can rip it. And then see, you stick it onto the stem and it blends in nicely. Boom. Cool, right? Look at that. Oh, so cool. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. We're finally to this point, guys. Look. Now we have the Lunar Tier. So now, next thing I want to do is add, of course, the leaves. And that's why I love that sticky tape, because look, it's keeping all those leaves together. All of that is together. That is not coming off. Okay, so now we can kind of mess this around. See, we can mess around with it a little bit more. It's not as delicate as before. So these are still pretty much drying. Because again, we did use thick paper. So I'm gonna manipulate this a little bit, maybe see if I can get away with it. I'm gonna bend the leaf a little bit, manipulating it just a little bit. It's still drying, so I still want to be as cautious as possible. Sorry, that's my phone. So I'm in a group chat with all my friends, and Jason is also in there. He's working right now, but I guess his hospital just got therapy dogs. I'm gonna tell him though, I'm like, Pixar, it's not real. I really want to see what the therapy dog looks like. I'm actually very interested. Hold on, let me text him. Pixar, it's not real. Or is it cats? Therapy cats? Did they get therapy cats? Is he allergic to dogs? I don't think he's allergic to dogs. But why is he saying his face is gonna be itchy? Oh my god, is it a cat? Are you guys allergic to cats or animals? Let me know. Daphne, thank you so much for staying. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So here I'm manipulating the leaves, guys, as you can see. Boom, done. Manipulation. I'm gonna bend the end, just the end, so I can stick it onto the stem. So I'm bending the end. Boom, done. And then now I'm gonna choose a spot, maybe like right here. I'm gonna glue that. And what I like to do with the leaves, I actually like to glue it kind of like this and glue it together at the end, so that then I can wrap it later, or you don't have to wrap it, but either way. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. We're gonna see how that goes. Okay. Oops. Oh no, I need to really apply pressure. Okay. So there you go. I'm applying pressure. I will definitely have to trim this, but oh no, it's not staying. We could do this. I don't think I'm allergic to cats or dogs. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm not allergic to cats or dogs. Apparently though, I'm allergic to horses and guinea pigs. I did an allergy test back then just to see what I'm allergic to, and that's what it said. I'm allergic to guinea pigs and horses and I don't know, whatever other animal exists, I guess, on the planet, but not to dogs and cats, which I'm really happy about because I love dogs and cats. So I'm happy. I would have been so sad if that was the case. Okay. Don't know why this is not gluing. I don't want to wrap it with wire, but we might have to do that. Okay. So it looks like it's holding for now. I'm going to go ahead and glue the other leaf on there. Right on the other side. Sorry, this is a lot more tedious because obviously the leaves are a lot smaller, so it's a lot more tedious is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna glue these together and I'm holding it and applying pressure and waiting until this glue completely dries. So far this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with the way it's turning out, guys. I think this is really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold it there. Boom, done. You can wrap this with green floral tape, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Boom! Oh my gosh! Look how cute! Look how cute the Lunar Tier is. So now we just have to do the middle. So now this is where you get to rearrange the wires. And again, you need 6 on the outside and then 1 in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so when you have it manipulated, all those wires, now you can cut it and trim it to the same length as everything else, except for the middle one. The middle one's a little bit longer, just a tad bit longer. I feel like I'm trimming hedges. It's really just wire. Okay. And then this one. I don't know why this is not trimming as good. And then the middle. And again, I'm leaving the middle a little bit longer than the other ones, but just a tad bit. It's not that long. Okay, so there you go. So now we have the wires, they're all trimmed. So now the last part, and this one is gonna take a little bit of time because you have to let the air drying clay dry overnight. Again, we're using Crayola air drying clay because they have something like that. Crayola, shout outs. I didn't know you guys had something like this. And it's really cool and easy to work with. Of course you have to seal it, it's air drying. So here's my clay. So now we have 7 stems, 7 wires, and with those 7 wires, you're going to create 2 cylinders, or so, whoa, 6 cylinders and 1 triangle. The hardest part is making the triangle, in my opinion. And I'll show you guys how to make the triangle. So, grabbing your clay, taking a small little piece, you roll it up into a ball, and then what you want to do is pinch it just a little bit. You're going to pinch it, and then you're going to squish it like that. So you get a nice triangle. Done. You see that? Super, super simple. So you're going to take that triangle, and then you're going to stick it in that middle wire. And then you're just going to leave this overnight to harden. So pretty cool. You can actually manipulate it onto the wire too if you need to fix it. But I think, oops. I think that's pretty much it. Boom. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. These are cylinders, so the same size. I'm going really quick, guys, again, only because I don't want you guys sitting here the whole time watching me play with clay. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that cylinder and stick it on here. Boom, done. And then again, you need 6 cylinders. So just make sure that the cylinders are the same size. And with this clay, again, it hardens overnight, okay? So you don't want to mess with this flower while it's hardening. You just want to put this to the side, ignore it, forget about it, and then take a look at it in the morning. So there you go. We have 3 down, 3 more to go. And after this, we're done. That's it. That's the Lunar Tier from NieR Replicant. Huge thank you again to Square Enix for sponsoring this stream, for sponsoring the video, for sponsoring the DIY. Thank you. Again, huge thank you to the team at Square Enix. I would not have been able to do this without them. So, last one. Again, I'm rushing, guys. This would be a lot smaller, but for the sake of teaching you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and place these on there. Boom, done. And then you have the Lunar Tier. Pretty cool. This was done live on stream. Pretty cool. So now I can add this to my other Lunar Tiers over here. So this is the end result, guys. Whether or not you stuck with, of course, the paper or the printout sheet, I think either way it's going to turn out to be absolutely gorgeous. So again, this is the cardstock, and then this is the printout sheet. Yeah, very cool. Not quick, but it's very simple. It's just a little bit time consuming. So if you have the time in your day and you really want to make a Lunar Tier, this is the easiest way, especially if you don't have that many materials. So let me know what you guys think. Huge shout out to Alex for making this. If you guys happen to make this Lunar Tier, please share it with me on Twitter, Instagram, tag it, hashtag Lunar Tier, hashtag NieR Replicant, hashtag NieR, tag Square Enix and I. We would love to see these. And yeah, what do you guys think? Pretty cool? Pretty cool? Yes. It only took 2 hours. Was it 2 hours? What time did I start? I don't remember. But yeah, it was really fun. I love doing art streams. It's been a while since I've done an art stream. And it's kind of like very relaxing. And I like to do it with you guys. And it just passes the time away. Especially on a Friday. I love doing Friday streams because it's a nice way to start the weekend. It really is. Santiago. Yay, we're done. Oh, thank you so much. Again, I will list all the materials at the end of this stream, at the bottom of the description when this VOD uploads. But I really appreciate you guys coming in here and spending time with me on this Friday. It's a really nice way to get the weekend started. If you want to know what I'm up to, again, all my social media are down below in the description. Again, if you make this Nintendo DIY or any DIY, or if you're an artist, just hashtag it Nintendo DIY or tag me in it, or I don't know, just tag me. And I would love to see your guys' creativity because you guys are so much more creative sometimes than I am. You enjoyed your time here. Thank you so much, Unique Technic. Mega, thank you so much. I hope that if you guys do make this, please feel free to go back into the stream for tips in case you might have not understood a specific portion or whatever. Just let me know. I don't know if we're gonna make a video about Just Dance. I would love it. I would love to, but it really depends on my time, you know. So we'll see. Last time when I did cover Just Dance, it was cool because Nintendo sent me a whole box full of costumes and stuff. It was so much fun. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I will definitely be streaming tomorrow, I believe, in the afternoon for WarioWare because we did get a box, a very special box from Nintendo that I would love to unbox with you guys. We do have a box from Pokemon, which I'm really excited for. I think it's the first box that I've ever gotten from Pokemon, so I'm really excited. Kind of like the first stream that I've ever done with Square Enix. So a lot of firsts, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I get to come across, and I get to do what I love, and I get to, not only that, but I get to make really awesome friends. You guys are so supportive every single day. I see you guys tweeting, I see you guys liking and commenting, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for the support. So before I end this stream, guys, y'all know how I do. If you say bye in chat, I'll say bye to you guys in real life at this very moment, right now, on this Friday. Thank you so much for spending this this Friday morning with you. I was going to say morning. Instead, I said Monday. thank you for spending time with me this morning on a Friday. I know you guys have probably a busy weekend too, but please stay safe, take care of yourselves, so I can see you guys in the next stream. Miss Bliss, bye. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi, Bridget. Devontae Edwards, bye 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 bye. Unique Technique, bye 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 bye. Santiago, bye 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 bye. JPG, thank you so much for spending the majority of this stream with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. It's about time we're making up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for seductive, miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just to know you, so come close, I want you.